What are category cars? Now this is a question I've been getting a lot. So in this video, I'll be explaining just that.
Now, which one of these cars do you think has a category? This Audi S3, which is crashed, this Audi A3, which is perfect, or this Mercedes? I'll give you guys a couple seconds to decide. Now, if you said this Audi S3, you are wrong. Now, the category cars is actually the Mercedes and the Audi A3.
Now, what are category cars? Now, category cars are cars that have gotten into an accident and has gone through insurance and the insurance has deemed a write-off. What does it mean when a car has been written off? When someone crashes, they usually go through an insurance company, and that insurance company has deemed that the repairs of the car costs way too much and it's not worth it for it to be repaired. And instead of repairing the car and spending money on it, they just pay you amount of what the car is worth. That car is nice.
Although this Audi is crashed, it does not have a category. So now we're going to get to how to know if a car has a category.
Now the best and freest way to check if a car has category, checking on Auto Trader. So what you do is you go to list a car and you type in the number plates. Now once it's done loading, it should populate like a little ad for you already. It will give you the price, all of that stuff. And then when you scroll down, it says basic history check. It is a Cat S. Now you don't have to pay for any HPI checks or anything like that. Unless you want to see what the damage was and how badly it was damaged, then you need to do a pay check. But to check for free, to make an advert on Auto Trader. Now there are three main types of categories. Category N, Category S, and then Category U. Now Category U is a special case and we'll get into that later. But Category N means non-structural damage, which means the damage is stuff like bumpers, headlights, panels. It's nothing structural of the car. It's not, the chassis is not bent, nothing's messed up. It's just the bumper or headlights or just panels like that. Now what is a Cat S? Now a Cat S, the S stands for structural. Now structural damage is a bit heavier damage. Now that could be damage to the chassis, damage to the suspension. It's just things that make the car roadworthy basically. And most of the time people try to avoid Cat S cars as much as they can because it is kind of dangerous and you kind of don't know if a car has been repaired well enough. What the fuck, bro? Why did the car just brake for me? What the fuck? People try to avoid Cat S cars as much as they can, and I don't really blame them because you never know if a car has been repaired to a good standard. Because let's say the suspension was damaged, some people could ignore the suspension and fix parts around it to make the car drivable, and then they sell it on. But that is not what you are supposed to do. You are supposed to fix the car completely, but obviously private sellers, private traders, they will cut corners sometimes just to make their sale. This car is a Cat N. On pictures the damage looks big. You can see the hood, the front bumper, the light, the grills, everything looks smashed. But when you actually look into it deeper, you realize it's only panels that you can replace very, very easily. Now this is a quick plug, but if you guys want to know how to fix and flip cars the way I do, make sure to smash that subscribe button because I will be making videos on it. And also I have made a course on this as well, which I do sell on my Instagram and TikTok. So if you guys are interested, make sure to go on the link which is in the bio to go purchase it. Now we're going to get to Cat U, which is undeclared. Now what this means is that this car has been in a crash, but it has not gone through insurance, which means that technically you could fix the car. It could be a Cat S, it could be structural damage, and it could be non-structural damage, but you can fix the car with it being HPI clear because it hasn't gone through insurance. And then once you fix it, you can sell it as HPI clear, and that most of the time that's kind of not good because a lot of people buy undeclared cars to fool the buyer, because when you go to check if it has been crashed, it will not show up as crashed. Now how do you find out if the car has actually been in a crash? Well, I'll actually show you guys. And so you want to check if the seatbelt has been changed. Now that is the first thing you want to do. That is one of the obvious ones. The second one is a bit harder to tell if you've never done it before, but the more you do it, the more you notice it, the more you get used to it. So this one is actually looking at the body panels. Let me show you guys. And seeing for any alignment gaps. As you can see, there is a gap here. You can't really tell on camera. There's a gap here. The alignment here is closer than it is here. This is not in properly. This isn't in properly. And look how close this is. Look how close this is compared to this side.
Now here I'm looking for any discolorations, because previously there was a crash here and you can kind of see a discoloration. And this knocking I'm doing is checking for any filler, because it will sound different if there is filler being used there.
Now looking for alignment gaps and discoloration of the paint is a big sign of a panel being changed and a crash. Now before I end the video, I want to make a big announcement that this car that I'm driving right now, this Audi S3 that I've shown in the video as well, I will be using this car for content from now on the YouTube channel. And so make sure you guys subscribe, because this sounds absolutely insane. Let me actually show you guys how insane this sounds. This sounds insane, man. Every time I drive this car, I get excited, bro. There is nothing in this world that makes me like as happy as this car, bro. Oh yeah. If you guys are excited for the content, make sure to smash that subscribe button, because there's going to be tons of content coming out soon with this car.